everybody? Welcome back to MAPOP Sports. This is Grandy. Hopefully everybody's having a good beginning to the week, and pretty much, I'm just grinding, guys. That's all I'm doing. I was kind of organizing all the stuff I picked up from the show over the weekend and, kind of getting them ready to list. So it's going to be a pretty busy week for myself. So if this is your first time here, welcome. Appreciate you guys checking out the channel in this video. And I just wanted to answer the questions that a lot of people were just kind of DMing me and asking me was, so after the show, what was the hot ticket item? And I got also people who were just asking me, hey, what should I buy? What should I invest in? What kind of car should I be looking to get? And I'll be the first to tell anybody that, I'm no expert. I'm not. I don't really look into this thing as a stock market investing. So don't listen to me. That's kind of what I tell people. And then, the old saying, collect what you love, all that shit. I know it gets old, but I'm just going to tell you guys what I saw. So at the Denver show here, 2024, the first show of the year, there were several, I guess you can say, several items that were moving pretty well. And what I felt like, and I was talking to a lot of dealers, what was moving a lot of. So number one, the first thing I noticed that is very hot beginning of 2024, and what people didn't even have because they were just selling out of. Caitlin Clark, go Hawks, baby. I'm a huge Iowa Hawkeye fan. But I felt like, surprisingly, a lot of college female basketball players were moving pretty well. I felt a lot of people were asking for those, and I felt a lot of dealers didn't even have them here. I know it's in Denver, Colorado. They're not probably going to carry a ton of Iowa Hawkeye stuff. But I'll let you guys know right now, a lot of her stuff was off the market. It was either flying or it's instantly sold, or people just didn't have it because it was just selling so fast. I'll be letting you guys know you will not see any Caitlin Clark stuff on my eBay store. The reason being, my daughter is a huge Caitlin Clark fan. She collects almost anything Caitlin Clark. So anything that, if I ever come across it, I always give it to her. So that is a hot ticket item. I believe she's gonna be a hot ticket item for quite some time. A lot of the hobby boxes, a lot of the boxes that people are chasing and ripping for her autos or her refractors are pretty insane. Her card, even her base cards is going for a nice chunk change if you're looking to do that. I wouldn't recommend buying her card, but I do. So this is the thing. I say I wouldn't recommend it because it's so hot right now that her cards are pretty high priced. However, I am pissed at myself. I'm very upset with myself because I had a chance to get her auto for around $200 or a little bit under $200. And go look at her autographs. If you guys don't see, go look at her. All her cards or autos are well over double or triple that price range. So I'm a little pissed at myself because I didn't pick that up. Now, I don't think it's ever going to get under several $100s, especially in the upcoming years. And I think this is the thing. If you don't know, Iowa Hawkeye fans, Iowa in general. So this is the thing about Iowans in general. If you don't know by now, they are very great into collecting their Iowa Hawkeye and Iowa State. I'm just letting you guys know they sell. They move very well, whether it's autos, whether it's previous players, things like that. And I feel like Caitlin Clark is going to be a person collecting, even if she doesn't do well in the WNBA, which I don't believe that at all. I believe she will do well. But let's just say she doesn't do well. She's such an iconic figure for the state of Iowa that her cards will always do very well. There'll never be another Caitlin Clark. She's homegrown. She's from Iowa. She's from Des Moines area, which I am too. And she's just a local hero that for the next 20, 30, 40 years, I believe Iowans, especially, little girls in the hobby or just men like myself, will collect. And I just feel like her stuff will never, in reality, ever go down. I feel like they may plateau off on pricing and stuff, but this is the honest truth, guys. I don't see it really going down at all as much. So just a let you guys know if anybody has an auto from Caitlin Clark and really willing to sell it for cheap. Let me know, man. It'll make my daughter's dream come true. But I just currently can't afford what it's going for right now. So, but just let you guys know. Also, Angel Reese, Elisa Boston, or like, is it Elisa? Like Alicia. That Boston girl that plays basketball. She used to play basketball, but she's in the WNBA now. A lot of their stuff was going pretty well. So just to let you guys know, female basketball players were going pretty well. Surprisingly, it surprised me. I didn't know. I took my daughter. We're looking for Caitlin Clark. We're lucky to find one, but other than that, man, it was a hot ticket item. So there you guys go. Another thing that I've noticed, February 2024, first show of the year that was going, I was talking to some dealers, was baseball. Baseball was moving quite hot. I think I talked about this in other videos, is that as spring training is coming up, baseball season is about to start. NFL is done. Super Bowl is kind of done. I felt like baseball was moving very well. Slabs. I saw a lot of slabs moving for like anybody from even previous stars to today's stars. So I saw a lot of baseball moving, a lot of potential, Bowman Chrome and just Bowman, draft prospect cards were moving really well. So baseball, I felt was a hot ticket item. I felt a lot of the potential hot stars were moving super well. I was looking for a few baseball players. I was looking for some Acuna's rookie cards. I actually was able to pick up one, and it's just one of those things where I just think this is the time of the year that baseball is going to move well. So I felt like this is the first show of the year, and I felt like baseball was moving quite well. And there you guys go. Another thing I noticed that I wish I had more knowledge about that was moving and that was hot, Pokemon. I talked about this before. I just don't know anything about it. I know people are like, you need to get into the game and Pokemon. I understand. My daughter collects a little bit of it. It's just like a foreign language to me currently. I know I need to get into it, but Pokemon was just flying. Whether it was bargain bin boxes, whether it's slabs, it did not matter. Pokemon was hot, and it still remains hot. So that's one thing, if people are asking me, what should I buy? What should I look into? I'm going to tell you right now, Pokemon, guys. It's just, I don't see a downturn in that currently, and in the market wise, or just cards in itself. I just felt, I was talking to dealers, and some of the hottest dealers there, the hottest boots were the Pokemon ones, the one who had a lot of Pokemon stuff. So whether it was kids or adults, it didn't matter. So Pokemon was just moving really hot. So I mean, it is what it is. And people keep telling me, get into it. It's just like, it's one of those things where number one, I have no knowledge. I don't know it. I don't know what character is what. I'm going to tell you that right now. And will I get into it? I tried. It's just not my thing. I can't help it. I love freaking sports. I love sports. I love football. I love basketball. I love baseball. I love everything. I love MMA. I love sports, man. And I just can't get into Pokemon. I'm trying. It just doesn't get my itch going. So, but it's what's freaking hot right now, guys. And it was selling tremendously. And it was just moving. So, one thing I did notice that also was moving decently was star basketball players. I think it was right before the All-Star break. I saw a lot of Lucas that were moving. I think a lot of people were looking to Lucas. So Luka is back to being hot. I wouldn't say his prices were ridiculously high. Everybody knows the pandemic destroyed the price of Luka cards. I wouldn't just say destroyed it. I mean, it was skyrocketing crazy. That was, destroyed. But I felt like this weekend at the show, a lot of Lucas was moving really hot, moving very well. I saw a lot of people who were buying up a lot of Jason Tatum and also Giannis. So I saw that moving quite a bit. So basketball was moving pretty good. Just the hot stars. I wouldn't say other I would say those three were moving the best. Let's just say that. Jason Tatum, Giannis, and I saw a lot of Lukas that were moving, and a lot of people were asking for them. I was talking to some dealers, and they were saying, yeah, a lot of Lukas were moving pretty well. Then again, it could have been just their pricing. Maybe everybody was pricing accordingly, which helps. So just to let everybody know, if you're looking to become a dealer or everything, if you price it accordingly, your stuff moves well accordingly. You know, there's not too much negotiation if you price it correctly. And in this day and age with the internet, with phones and everything, guys, you know, to me, it's like, what's the point of pricing something, you know, 150%, you know, versus 100%? I'm just saying people can look up the prices. To me, I understand you should have a point where you can start your negotiation pricing, but sometimes when people are just pricing themselves out, you're losing out on that sale, especially when you know you're willing to move it at about 100% of the price of the comps. I'm just letting you guys know. So, but those are the things that I definitely saw moving, and I felt like what was the hot ticket items. Definitely women's college basketball, surprisingly. That threw me for a loop. That was moving pretty well. I felt, like I said, Pokemon, that I don't see that's going to be a trend. That's going to keep moving, guys. I think Pokemon is just one of those things that I think it's going to see moving. And as the All-Star, you know, break happened, and as the star for NBA, I felt like a lot of the three hot stars were Jason Tatum, Giannis, and Luka. So just to kind of let you guys know, those were the items I saw, big ticket items that were moving. I wouldn't say big ticket items. I would just say items that were moving really well. I didn't see the super high end move as much. Then again, I wasn't paying attention to that as much because I was just kind of going through a lot of the $1 bins. I was going through the $2 and $10 bins mostly. I wasn't really looking for that super high end stuff. But I was talking to some of the dealers. It was super high traffic, and they said it was super busy. I don't know if I didn't see like crazy high ticket items at this show as I did the previous show here in Denver. So I don't know if they were moving quite as well, but like I said, those were the items I saw moving. If anybody else was there, let me know if you guys saw anything else that was moving kind of crazily. There was a lot of shows that happened this weekend or the past 2 or 3 weeks. So you guys let me know. What have you guys been seeing at these shows? What has been moving these past week or 2 weeks that you guys have noticed a trend? And to help people out, because, you know, people were just DMing me, messaging me on the side, like, you know, what did I see? So those are the things I saw. If there's anything else, if you guys have seen, I don't know if it's a location thing, you know, let me know. The Midwest or the West Coast, East Coast, what have you guys been seeing at these shows that, you know, people are looking for, or what has been moving more of? So I'm just kind of curious just to see if it's a regional thing. But those are the things that I saw, and hopefully that kind of answers your guys' questions or helps you guys out a little bit. I'm probably going to do this every show that I do. I'm probably going to do just kind of recap of what I saw and what I noticed a little bit more to kind of help myself in the future at this time to see what has been more of if it's a trend or not. So that's the thing. So other than that, hopefully, like I said, if you guys like this stuff, feel free to subscribe. Don't forget, check out the eBay store, guys. I'm listing stuff, everything that I'm picking up throughout this entire week. I'm grinding really hard. All my pickups I'm going to be listing up on the eBay store, so every little bit helps. Every card should be able to put an offer in, so feel free, put in an offer, and I will respond to you guys as soon as possible on that. And then to everybody else who's watching this who hasn't subscribed, all good. Appreciate you guys. I always will say I appreciate you guys for spending the time and watching the video this far. So other than that, have a good rest of the week, guys. Till next time.